This is a Do You Validate podcast.
And before we get back to the Power Hour, we're going to take some calls to see who's going to be today's special prize winner.
Hello?
Hey there, this is DJ Fartbucket, and you're live on 69X.
Oh, man, DJ Fartbucket? Oh, God, yeah, I wish I could talk, but I'm actually in the middle of something.
Ooh, that's a shame, Kevin, because we're calling to see if you could answer our question of the day to win a very special prize.
Oh, well, hang on, what's the prize?
It's an all-expenses-paid funeral for one or more of your loved ones from the fine people over at Oakland Cemetery. Oakland Cemetery, if you're buried here, we hope you're dead.
Oh, wow, DJ Fartbucket, that's really convenient that you called, as I do need to bury a loved one.
Well, isn't that great? But before we get to the question of the day, I do have to tell you that part of the funeral package is that it has to be wacky. So, Kevin, are you still interested?
Yeah, that still works for me.
All right then, Kevin. The question of the day is, why does Jughead always have that stupid hat on?
Well, DJ Fartbucket, that's because he's a weirdo. He doesn't fit in, he doesn't want to fit in, and you never see him without that hat. Because he's weird. And he sucks.
And we have a winner, folks. Kevin is going to get to bury one or more of his loved ones in a silly funeral at Oakland Cemetery. So stay on the line, Kevin, and we'll get your information. And for everyone else listening at home, stay tuned for another solid rock block and make sure to check out the live stream of the funeral brought to you by 69X and Oakland Cemeteries. Oddity Roadshow, episode 34. We're not just human. And the camera opens on the three of you inside the van, making your way down 75 South as you start to see some signs saying that you're getting towards Atlanta. You're not in Atlanta yet because you're still outside 285, and fuck y'all if you say you live in Atlanta. This is going to be a very hyper-local reference arc, cause...
Wow, there sure are a lot of billboards for local liquor stores with a bunch of local pretty girls who I guess are implied to work there.
You can tell you're not in the perimeter yet because there's a bunch of Trump 2020 signs still
that
up.
That one says, repent now.
Jesus is coming.
Y'all would have just, this is up to y'all, actually, because... The way that you would get here from North Carolina, you would be like, you could go, but I'm saying you're taking 75. 75 does take you by Dalton. Did anyone stop by Dalton? Because that's where you're all from.
I want to stop and see if people are okay and just go to like a gas station, but I'm also scared that we'll get recognized and then we'll get in trouble.
We can go check in on stuff. And we never,
And as a listener, having enjoyed the Hellblockers episode, I know it's not great there, but I don't want to metagame. So yeah, let's swing in and check on home.
People didn't
we don't watch the Hellblockers show, so we wouldn't know. But
you could have stopped in Dalton if you want to, or you can do it now as well.
I'd want to check around about Zane's body, which we asked the monster people to hold on to, but I don't know if Marlon would know what happened with any of that. Try not to mitigate.
I mean, you didn't really you told people what to do, but you didn't really get connections with monster or anything. So you wouldn't really know who to Because it's been weeks and weeks since then. So you would just go to the coroner as a non-official and just be like, hey, Tell me about this dead ass body.
I'm a con man. I would pretend to be an FBI agent or something and ask about it. But I'm just saying if that's a lead we should follow up on. If not, then we.
I mean, it's up to you. I'm just saying they wouldn't really give you like they don't. It's been weeks and they're not really gonna.
Is there like a memorial in the center of town and we could look to see if there's a picture or something of Zane?
We could go look around.
There's not really like a memorial. I mean, there's a lot of people that like died and stuff, but this is America. It happens all the time. If we made a memorial for every mass death, I mean,
there was a
everywhere.
memorial, but it was only allowed to be up for 1 week because then there was a mass shooting, so they had to take it down.
Yeah. It was in bad taste. They're like, well, if every time a bunch of kids died because we won't pass any gun laws, we had to do anything about it, we'd be so busy.
Meanwhile, you need to protect our heritage and leave up these known racists.
They had to put up a couple more Confederate statues.
Oh,
God.
Yeah.
We could.
Pretty spot on for Dalton, honestly.
Should we go by Crazy Carl's?
Yeah.
You going by Crazy Carl's Cars? It is closed down.
Oh no! I hope Deacon's okay.
It's closed down. There's no one working there. It's all boarded up.
What about Trolley Motors?
Yeah, you can go by Trailer Motors and see Gabriella and Caroline. The windows do look new and like they were redone. There's some like new interior design as well.
Is it still pink?
It's still pink, but you can tell like there has been construction done as you go in. The door opens and Gabriella greets you and she goes, "Oh, welcome to Oh my God, it's the three. How are y'all doing?
Hi.
Hey there.
Howdy.
Well, it's been quite some time. Your van out there is looking pretty good. I'm happy it's still running well. You come back in town for y'all done with the road trip there? Did you follow the little trail?
Well, we're coming back through Atlanta. Just wanted to check in, make sure nothing else crazy
Oh,
had
going down
happened.
to Atlanta. Okay, well, you gotta go. There's you gotta go to Midtown. That's the best.
Yep.
I mean, I know you know that. Yeah.
What's in Midtown?
Marlon's thinking I'm gonna avoid it.
Oh, Jamie,
I'm gonna avoid it.
You would love Actually, here's the thing. Midtown would love you.
Aww.
I don't know. Yeah, it's
Well, that's a real neighborly sounding place.
also they'd love you too, Ron. Honestly, all three of you gonna get it down in Midtown. That's
Get in a good way. Get it or like get it.
Oh, I'm talking about fucking.
Oh.
That's where all the gays are.
Are you talking about slutting around?
Yeah. Oh, I'm for sure talking about slutting around.
Oh, speaking of, sorry, I believe we lost track of your slutting around shirt, but we brought you this one from Rubby Falls. We feel like you might enjoy.
Ruby Falls. Ain't it Ruby Falls?
That's kind of that's
great.
what we find it amusing. Also,
I love the gesture. I would never wear that atrocity. That's heavy cotton right there. Why would that? That's gonna rub against my. I'm not gonna do that. But it's nice. I'll put it in the lost and found bin. Maybe another little sweet girl like this can come in. I give her a little Ruby Falls shirt. But how y'all been doing? Everything going good?
I mean,
Marlon just nods. He's not really saying anything.
It's going. We got jobs for a minute.
Oh yeah, you ever worked at a holiday theme park?
That's oddly specific. I have not. I've not. I've done a lot of different retail jobs, and I've quit a lot of them. Got fired from a fair share. I'm pretty good as a business owner myself because I'm not going to fire me. Caroline might sometimes, but
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Santa's Land Fun Park and Zoo?
That's such a long and ridiculous name. I have not.
It's a very big sign.
Yeah, it's a lot, I don't know how you can get a lot of advertising on there outside of that, but yeah, everything's been, a while. Oh, y'all ain't been, pestered with anybody, right? I didn't know how to reach y'all, but there was someone in here asking about the van a while ago, and then
who?
he's this weird guy. He called himself Mr. Yellow, and just he was trying to ask around about the van. We had a big old fight in here. That's some of the stuff, and then these three.
But what kind of fight?
I mean, I kind of had to stab him a couple of times.
Was there any supernatural stuff?
Yeah, it wasn't great, but after all that shit with the worms, though, me and Caroline have been looking a bit more into that kind of stuff, trying to search on. She found the dark web. I still don't really like computers that much. It's not for pretty people, but we have we've been trying to help out people. You kind of inspired us. We've been trying to help out people around town. Harper people. There's a lot more than going on. But yeah, these three weirdos came in, called themselves the Hell Blockers. I don't know. I had to get Caroline to the hospital, but by the time we came back, everything was gone. I tried to look up what happened to Hell Blockers, and they had a TV show, but it ain't been on, for a while. So a man named Mr. Yellow's coming around, asking questions. I was telling him I ain't gonna tell him nothing about y'all, and then We had a kind of altercation. He was clear that something was messed up with him. He threw me through that window. I went and stabbed him a couple times.
Did he look human or like what?
At first, he was a person. He had these, he wore himself a weird little yellow jacket. He was eerily calm, asking questions about y'all. I told him I wasn't going to tell nothing. And then, he started asking about the van. Actually, he really wasn't even asking about y'all three. He was more so asking about the van in particular. And then, once I might have got a little snappy with him. He did kind of turn into this weird, you ever seen, The Thing?
Yeah.
He kind of turned into something like that. It was pretty,
no.
yeah. I stabbed him a bunch, though. Caroline was helping fight him. She got hurt pretty bad. She's better now, but I had to take her to the hospital. And then, like I said, those hub blockers came in, and then by the time we got back, hub blockers are gone. So was, weirdo Mr. Yellow. And so I kind of thought, he's asking about y'all, I don't know, y'all, this is the kind of stuff y'all do with the worms and everything, but y'all handled yourself then, so I didn't know what was up with that. But he hasn't come back, like I said, Caroline and I are already trying to help out people with some of the weird supernatural stuff we started finding out about a bit more after y'all left, but nothing came by. It was terrifying, I'll be honest. I'd be happy if he never came back here again.
I'm gonna give you my number.
Okay, yeah.
What did he look like in his human form? Like, how would you describe?
I mean, just pretty.
Like his ethnicity,
honestly,
height.
Just milk toast looking white man. It's
Like a serial killer? Like how they all look the same?
Now in my head, I'm thinking serial killer because he tried to kill me and my wife. But, honestly, he looked more just pretty. I couldn't have picked him out of a crowd. Kind of pale skin, monotone voice. Like I said, wearing glasses. Once we started fighting, his glass fell off. He had full yellow, not even there wasn't even white and the actual pupil. It was just all yellow, very menacing, which I guess why he called himself Mr. Yellow. And I asked him about Curious George. He didn't even get that, right?
Oh, I'm sorry you got attacked.
I'm
glad y'all are okay.
It's okay. Like I said, we've been trying to help more people out and everything like that. Here at Trailer Motors, we were already trying to do that before, but now that we know there's even more going on out there. But, I'm happy y'all are safe. Like I say, he was coming in asking about that van, though, which you were talking about how the van did weird shit, didn't you?
The van's good.
All right, we all are obviously not wanting to tell me something. That's fine,
No, it's good. It's running good, and we love it.
I mean, I saw Marlon's face. Listen, honey, secrets are secrets for a reason. I'm not trying to pry or nothing. I'm just trying to, man was asking about the van, going around. Almost killed me and my wife, but but we're fine. Everything's good. And then, like I said, these three. One of the hell blockers was a 12-year-old boy.
That seems really young for that.
But then,
fame is really. I'm
well, yeah,
because
because I didn't know who they were, and then once they weren't here, I tried to look them up, and they have a whole ass TV show.
Is he a TikToker?
No, one of them was a TikToker though. I think her name was Andy. She said something. I think she called me an angel. I definitely told her she could fuck me and my wife, but she wasn't here when we got back. We would have fucked her though. For sure. One had a yo-yo. I'm gonna be honest, I'm happy I didn't talk to him. He just didn't sit right with me.
I bet that was awful impressive to see him doing those tricks.
No, I didn't see him do the yo-yo when he was here, but I watched a couple episodes of the show, and that's what his name is Greg Dead. And he
But
does,
he's alive though, right?
Yeah, but he does yo-yo tricks. Apparently that boy died and talked to God, and the boy said that he pushed another boy in a pool and then died, and God said that he shouldn't be in trouble. So I think it's probably just fibbing. But once again, they haven't really been posting anything, no new episodes.
So they were asking about us?
Who?
The Hellblockers? Or they just came through?
No, they came through. I actually didn't really get to talk to them that much because by the time they got here, I was being thrown through a window and I hit their station wagon. Once again, the boy was driving. The little 12-year-old boy was driving the car. Yeah. Once again, I thought he was just one of those people that had the Benjamin Buttons. But then when I saw the TV show, he is like a 12.
Marlon's looking at him on his phone. He Googled him. He's this little boy with a rat tail.
Yeah, he's got a little rat tail there. Yeah, I mean, once again, I didn't get to talk to him too much.
Oh, he's got a very distinct voice.
I could not place that accent, honestly. But yeah, like I say, they came in. By the time we got back, them and Mr. Yeller were gone, and all their social media kind of seems kind of stop after that. So, but we're looking into reports. There's no reports of them get checked into a hospital. Nothing. Their vehicles, gone once we left. So we, who knows? Hopefully they took out. If they're the hell blockers, maybe they blocked him. Maybe they killed Mr. Yellow. He ain't been around. So
okay, you haven't seen him again?
No, nothing.
We should probably head out if that kind of guy's following us around here.
Do you know what happened to Crazy Carl's cars in Deacon?
Oh. Well, actually, around the same time, apparently,
We went there first. and
like
it's
right after
closed.
the Hell Blockers in town. I don't really know if it has anything to do with it, but like speaking of that same time period, apparently Deacon had another breakdown and he just couldn't handle it anymore. Something about how he just kept seeing the dead walking around. I don't know, but Deacon just he closed down shop. You know, he kind of checked himself in. You know, his last I heard, he's still in a facility getting the help he needs. It's a plum shame, but you know he was possessed by the worms, as you know, and he did kill a couple.
I hope at the facility they treat him like family.
Well, sadly, with the state of medical care in Georgia and also how they treat the mentally ill, probably not.
Is it private or public facility?
I'm not 100% sure. Hopefully private, but still, once again, we are in Georgia, so you know.
Spoiler alert, actually, you don't hope it's private. There's almost no regulations governing medical inpatient facilities for mental health in Georgia.
Well, I'm actually sadder now than I was when I first
That's
said
okay. That was for the
statement.
listeners, but you just feel sad in the game.
Anyways, America is a death trap.
Well, it's good to see you.
Good seeing you too, honey. Yeah.
I'm glad that you
You're
guys
looking
are
great.
doing like more work in the community.
I love that. I love that little horse shirt you got there. Still, I see you still wearing those.
Yeah, I was gonna do like a whole makeover thing, but I tried on all these other clothes and I just didn't feel like myself.
That's what I mean. That's listen.
This is me.
That's what fashion is just finding who you are. Fashion doesn't matter about what anyone else wears. What you like, and you're looking great. You're looking honestly, all three of you look a lot more confident. Ron, I gotta say, the tooth. It's what happened there. You're a pretty stout man. You know, you getting a little tussle there. Honestly, it lends itself to a nice little story there. If I wasn't completely turned off by penises, I'd be saying hey.
Well, I could tell you the story, but it sounds like you're a little not as interested. But yeah, we had a little bit of a
No,
talk.
I'm saying that.
I understand. I get it now. I'm sorry.
interested in the store. I'm saying I don't want to have sex with you because you're a man.
No, I'm sorry.
But
I was
saying
confused.
that you are attractive, and I understand that.
No, I appreciate that. I was
But
confused
you
by
could
your
tell me-
sign that said you can get it 3 ways fast. You can have it done 3 ways: it's fast, cheap, or with a stake through its heart. And I guess that's y'all's vampire hunting business.
As she nods, Jamie, she goes, "I'm fast and cheap." Anyways, Ron, what's the story with the with the tooth?
Well, let me tell you. You ever fall in love?
Oh yeah, I've definitely fallen in love. Fell in love a couple of times, and then I realized it was all bullshit till I met Caroline.
Well, I'd never met anybody quite like Victoria, and then Ron just beams, and the shine on the one tooth next to the other one really calls it out, and you can see the look in his eyes. And
She goes, "Well, that's great. Where's she now? Is that why you're going down to Atlanta? You meeting Victoria, having a nice little
Marlon
rendezvous?"
grimaces. He's like,
Oh, she dead? She died?
No.
No, she's
She's in a public facility.
Yeah, she's taking a little time away.
Oh, she go to prison?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where they got conjugals there?
Wow, I didn't ask, and I probably should have.
Wrong.
Well,
You fell in love with this woman, she goes to prison, you don't see if you can go bang her in a trailer? You know how hot conjugal sex is?
Clearly I don't.
I've been on a couple of pen pal lists myself there. Got a couple of those lists. It's, let me tell you, they're mighty grateful when you get to go to that trailer, so. You go have sex with that woman. This is crazy.
Ron had sex with another woman too. Sorry, should I not have said that?
Oh, it's all right. We met a plant lady. She was great.
You met a lady that was really into plants and you had sex with her? That's fun. I love a good
I think
introvert.
here, and Ron pulls up a story about her seizing a bank in a mid-Atlantic town.
Oh, that is a woman that is like made of and can control plants.
Yeah.
You really buried the lead with the word plant lady there.
Well, I didn't.
If you said cat lady, would that mean a woman who is part cat or a woman who loves cats?
not mutually exclusive, I guess.
Because that's fair. I bet she does like plants as she is part of one. That is true. You could call me a lesbian lady because I am both one and I enjoy them.
Well, it's been a real pleasure to be here and to learn all these new kinds of names for things.
A lot of things got good. A lot of things got nice. Anyways, like I said, watch out for Mr. Yellow. That guy's a little weird freak, but like I said, hopefully the Hellblockers killed him. Maybe they're also. I get how production works. Sometimes you got to be on set, off set. So maybe that's why the new show ain't coming out. Like I said, their socials. The Andy one, she was pretty active before on social media. I think she did like a live stream that we found some like footage of that was at Crazy Carl's Cars. But since then, I ain't seen it. But like I said, they left. Ain't no sign of them. We checked in with the sheriff in town. We checked in with the hospitals. Nothing there. So
is there any kind of documentation of the people who were killed in the worm stuff?
I mean, not that I really know
There's not
of.
like a memorial
a lot of people were trying to say that it didn't happen. There's some people just trying to say that it was like some weird fog that came into town. A bunch of people trying to cover it up. The mayor himself is just trying to say, let's get back to carpets. So there's sadly not a lot. Masterson's carpets have since been shut down.
That seems like a good thing.
That was a good thing. Did leave a lot of people out of work, though, even though he was evil and trying to kill the whole town. Did employ a lot of people, so.
Just like coal.
Yeah, but also, not having coal is better for the environment. So it's kind of
Carpets
once again,
are really bad for the environment too. Did you know? Fun fact.
What is?
Carpets.
Oh,
Carpet
so
factory.
the livelihood of this town. That's fun.
Yeah.
Aren't you from here?
Yeah.
I guess that's how you know that.
Well, I learned it in college and I'm still gonna go back to college.
Oh, you sound like you have some really deep sadness tied to that statement.
I'm fine.
Okay, y'all, secrets are secrets for a reason, honey. It's fine.
Secrets are no fun unless they're shared with everyone. I never understood that, though, because then it's not a secret.
I was just thinking the same thing, Jamie.
Marlon, you know about secrets. Is it more fun if you share them?
No.
Okay.
You keep them to yourself.
This is like there's a thing called lying.
There's something called blood. Well, thank you. I gave her my Google number. It wasn't in case Mr. Yellow does come by and see it.
Well, she gives you their number. She's like, yeah,
Cool,
I'll let you
it in
know
my
if
phone.
anything. Also, like I said, we're trying to help out. We're not really, we're still running the shop. But we're trying to help out anyone in town. So if you hear anyone out in Dalton that needs any kind of help, we're trying to work with a couple people. We met this old man named Alfred, who's been kind of giving us some information. He's part of this little monster hunting group. He is an odd little bird, though. He said 2 of his friends died fighting Masterson, but they're still with him. Apparently, he sees ghosts.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. We met
You
him.
met him?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's all uncles that can see the dead, but
No, I don't think it's an uncle thing specifically. I think he himself can. I wanted to call him bullshit, but then I did see all the me and Caroline fought a lot of people infected by worms at the hospital, so it's for sure. I trust him, but apparently a lot of people died in a fire. It was.
Yeah, he told us the.
He's got this little nephew with him, this little prick. Honestly, I think I'd be friends with his nephew though. He sounds fun. But like I said, just we're still trucking along down here. Happy nothing happened. Obviously if anyone comes asking about you or the van. Also, van's doing good though. Don't need to tune up nothing.
Yeah,
Everything's
it's
running
good.
fine. That's great. We can hardly get that thing tuned up. Let alone working. So happy it's going good.
I think it's doing better now with the power of friendship.
he just needed to go on a little adventure.
Y'all know how vehicles work? Because it's
Not in the
Marlon makes
slightest.
a
I
face
think we
that's
all-
like, these guys
Yeah.
are so crazy. You know what I mean?
That's
He's like,
great.
they're so
No, I
naive and
get it,
silly.
though. Well, anyways, yeah, y'all go have fun in Atlanta. Make sure head up Midtown. It's a good little spot there. Ron, you find out if there's conjugals. That woman would love to get fucked right. I'm telling you right now. I've never been in prison, but I spent a couple nights in jail. Being in there for 5 hours, I wish someone was pounding my box. So you go get that woman. You take care of her, and also honestly, I want fixed it too. I like a little imperfection. It's a good story there.
Well, thank you.
Well, like I said, Caroline's out right now. She's picking up a car, but I'll tell you, I'll stop by. And it was great seeing you. And once again, thank you for this Rugby Falls shirt. I get it. The gesture is what Caroline says matters about in gifts, not how much I like it. So I do appreciate that you gave it to me. And then she's putting it in a box and putting the box under the counter.
It says oily rags.
It was really good to see you. I'm glad you guys are doing okay.
Yeah,
I really like the renovation. Y'all got it's still very pink, but it's different.
Well,
It's nice.
I will say, I did not like Mr. Yellow trying to kill me and my wife, but I've been trying to push Caroline to let me kind of do some more reno. She said we didn't need it, and then it was pretty wrecked in here. I think one of them shot off a couple of guns in here too.
One of the hell blockers?
Yeah, I didn't. I wasn't. We didn't shoot off anything, but I
Well,
don't
you know what they say: when God closes a door, He'll throw somebody through a window.
Yeah, who knew you could block hell with a gun though?
Yeah.
Not me.
Well,
Should
we should check on that,
should
see
we
if that
have
works.
guns?
I don't know if we.
Should we have guns?
I don't know.
If you're asking yourself, should we
say
have
Marlon
guns?
always
I'm
has
gonna
a
go
gun.
ahead and say no. If you're saying it kind of unsure, I mean, I like a knife better. It's more personal, so I can look you in the eyes. But we got a couple of guns in here.
I don't
Yeah,
need
no,
a
there's
gun.
one right behind you. It's huge.
Yeah, there's.
I have this, and Jamie pulls out her lighter.
You're just gonna catch someone on fire, Jamie? That is diabolical. I knew you got that. I knew you got that.
No, there's a little man lives in there.
Ooh, I wasn't gonna.
A man lives in. What do you mean?
No.
My
Nothing.
friend. It's my friend, the lighter.
There's a friend.
Okay, let's go. It was
got
very
anywhere.
nice talking to you. I don't. We need to get out of here in case I don't want if this Mr. Yellow person is coming around after us. We should probably not be in the place he's already been looking. He comes back.
Well, why would he think to look here again if we are? But you're right. We are on the way to Atlanta. We should probably get
Serial
on.
killers return to the scene of the crime.
Yeah.
If he looked like a.
Where do you think the worms are back?
No, I'm saying Mr.
Oh,
Yellow.
let's go.
Oh no, Masterson, he is for sure in prison. We make sure we're keeping tabs on him.
I'm saying Mr. Yellow.
Jimmy, you got a little darkness in you, don't you?
I've watched some documentaries. I know about the nondescript white men serial killers.
That's most all of them.
Right.
That's a lot of them.
It's almost all of them.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, y'all have a good one. Don't die out there.
Same to you.
Yeah, Ron. Good job having sex with the plant lady, and hope you get to go have sex with that other one, Marlon. Have fun down in Midtown. I know you're gonna.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Happy trails.
Yeah. Happy trails.
We're walking back to the van.
Ron, don't tell people about.
Yeah, come on. We just talk about secrets.
Sorry, I'm
Also,
I'm
we are
sorry.
not going to Midtown. I cannot go to Midtown.
But
You guys
but
can go
Marlon,
to
you're
Midtown.
gay.
Does Ron say that?
No, I don't.
I was about to say, come on, Paul.
No.
I cannot go to Midtown. I got too many exes, bartenders, people who are regulars there. I cannot.
what
I can just chill out in
what
the
is
van.
Midtown? It's just like
There's a lot of gay
bars and
people. They
stuff.
got a rainbow sidewalk.
Oh,
You should check
that
out my
sounds
sister's
fun.
room.
That sounds really fun.
Yeah, this is out of game. If you're a hot man, I don't know how they probably treat hot women there, but if you're a hot man and you go to Blake's, you'll get so drunk for so cheap. Those are such heavy pours, and then you'll just dance the night away. Come to Midtown if you're gay, and
Yeah,
go to
or like I said,
Atlanta.
or if
this
you're
is out of game. This is what's to get out of game.
Or
It's in game.
Mary's.
It's out of game. It's the
In-game,
whole
out of
thing.
game, baby.
not a man, or if you are a man, my sister's room is also a
My
good
sister's
time.
room. But like I said, I've just been to Blake's. Obviously, I'm not a woman, but like every time I went there, the pores. It's just you're just like, hey,
And not the pores. Like
yeah. Well, gays
See,
hate
oh,
poor
you
people. That's
are.
gross.
Yeah, Midtown is also really bougie.
It is
It is.
bougie.
I don't really hang out there apart from a couple places.
Well,
It's like weirdly, but like the food court there.
Oh yeah, those are weird ones. Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, y'all leave Trailway Motors, get back into the van after being told about Mr. Yellow.
Yeah, about be like, hey, Stefan.
Yeah. What's going on? Everything good? Y'all seem weird.
We can't go to Midtown.
No, okay, hold on. That's a separate thing.
Oh.
That's unrelated to what I needed to
Why
talk
can't we go to
about.
Midtown? Listen,
I got too
whenever-
many exes there.
Oh, I was gonna say, whenever I was like, in my not past life but past version, me and Zane loved Midtown. We used to go there a lot when we'd come into town. It was a great time.
So, and then I explained what she said about Mr. Yellow.
Oh, fuck.
And he turned into like a spider thing from the movie The Thing. And he attacked them.
That's a new one for him. This is really bad. So you remember how I said that he can track me, and how whenever I do the echidna, like the merging, that's kind of like it's like sending off a signal flare to him of where I am, and that's not good.
That he's actively chasing us.
So if he came here, he knew I was here, and I also did it up at Ruby Falls, whatever. Remember that's how I can talk now. I did the echidna with the weird bird things, and so that he's probably on our trail and has my scent, and this is what me and Lilith were warning y'all about that we wanted to avoid, because I didn't know he could do the weird spider thing. That's a new, but also it's been, I honestly don't know how long since I fought him, but at least, a decade or so, maybe longer, and so this is my fear of why I didn't want y'all to stay with me, because there is someone actively trying to come and kill me and take my essence.
Well, that's why you need friends around.
I understand this. It's not that, but also I don't want y'all to die for me, because once again, he killed lots of people. He's killed not just to get to me. He's killed lots of people in general. He's a very, very dangerous person. Honestly, impressive that woman there and her wife lived to tell the tale. And also, I don't know these hell blockers, but if that video you showed me of that stabbed 12-year-old boy,
His hair just shot right up and turned bright white. It's wild.
I don't. They probably didn't kill Mr. Yellow.
Do you think he killed them? Also, let's get on the road away from Dalton.
I figured this was like.
Okay,
I figured
I was like,
y'all were like
on the way to
driving.
Atlanta. Okay,
yeah. I figured this was while y'all driving.
Also,
Yeah,
I know
I
it's
don't
off
know.
topic, but how do you spell conjugal?
I tell Ron how to spell
Yeah.
it.
Okay, this is a worry.
You can't kill the road trippers except for Ron.
Yeah, as I said, Ron was inside me, and he came back. That's pretty cool.
I have an angel thing now.
That arm keeps trying to choke you, Marlon. You can't drive the car because it keeps trying to wreck me.
I know, but I have like a cool. There's like a.
Look at the tattoos. They're cool.
But didn't you say that angel keeps asking you to serve him every day? And you
I don't
just keep
have to
saying
though because
no?
of a technicality.
Yeah, but still, you have an angel arm that you don't get access to any powers, and it keeps trying to interrupt and choke you because
I
it's
think
from a
it's
serial
cool.
killer that you
I think
ripped
it's
their
cool.
arm.
I'm just saying, we're not just humans.
I know you're not just humans. I get it. You've proven yourself time and time again, once again. But I am saying this was the exact worry that I had, that this man was out trying to chase me down and kill me, and will not hesitate to kill, or honestly worse, there's other things he can do besides murder you. I'm not trying to say I'm splitting, but once we're in Atlanta, I got a couple of contacts I might try to hit up. I might try to hit up Lilith again.
I was gonna say, does anybody figure out his weakness or what he's changing? Like, if what he absorbed, whatever the thing creature, maybe we could find out the weakness of that.
Well,
and
once
play it
again,
into-
this is the hard part of the Shrua.
Oh, without the weaknesses.
They
Yeah, I
can, they
forgot
can
that
absorb
part.
certain things, and they can pick and choose. Like it is selective evolution. They're not having to adapt, and this is why they're really hard. Now, I'm not saying there's no way to take them down, no way to kill them, but also, he is the reason why I am whatever I am. Well, I don't think he's the reason why I'm a band right now. He's the reason why I almost died, and I told Zane not to bring me back and go on the run, and obviously he did in this form, but now Zane is dead. So, and Zane himself was a very, very powerful magic user, and he died too. And no offense to the three of you, but he had a handle on all the things he could do, and not just access to a lot of things that we're slowly learning, and like a fun group setting.
Yeah, like the book.
We're not just humans. We've got stuff inside of us.
Jamie, I love this song here. This is where you been hiding this from me.
It's always been there.
This is great. Why aren't we doing more singing together?
We need more Road Trippers theme songs.
This is okay. We're not just humans. I'm an ancient spirit inside a girl.
Jamie's dancing.
Now tell Ron to do a verse. I know we can't hear me, but say, Ron, you join in.
Ron, take it away.
We're not just humans. I died once.
Yeah. Now tell Marlon to do one.
What?
So tell him it's okay. We're not back in the spaceship.
We
This is for fun.
We just say we're not humans.
We're not humans.
And
I
then
have
something that makes you special.
an angel arm that tries to kill me.
Yay!
But it's cool. It's good.
We did it.
Trying again, and I'm like,
yeah, you're just like holding it. Yeah, once again, since Marlon got Cole's arm, Marlon is not allowed to drive the van anymore because it's sporadic where the arm will just just try to wreck the car.
I also probably gave my 22 to Jamie because it kept trying to like.
Yeah. It is actively.
That's why Jamie was like, "Should we have guns?" Because now she does, and she's like, "Ah."
Jamie took a bunch of guns.
Yeah, but I don't carry them on me all the time. I'm not strapped. I'm not going to my room to get my strap.
Yeah.
Like,
now, what strap do you mean? You could have talked to Gabriella about both straps as well.
Yeah, talk to people in my sister's room.
Yeah, but Stefan he's like, yeah. So, beautiful songs aside, we I could try to ask around. We could try to figure out some stuff. Obviously, us weirdly enough, road trip's a good idea because us staying on the move is good. Because he might be following and tracking where we are.
Well, I'd like to stay on the move, but wow, this traffic approaching Atlanta sure is at a standstill for whatever reason.
You obviously have not been to Atlanta, Ron, have you? We are in this is a terrible time. It's from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. So
It's from midnight to midnight.
But once you get past this terrible area that's known as Marietta, and you get a little more in the city,
There's a big chicken.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a sign that says the Braves Stadium is coming
Also,
up. Surely we're in the middle of town.
Don't let anyone tell you to go to the varsity. It's trash.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's it's been there forever. Every time we used to come in town, people were like, you gotta go to varsity, you gotta go to varsity. I ate a hot dog there when I used to be able to eat, and I was shitting for a day. Oh, I miss shitting. I miss doing a lot
My
of things,
parents
honestly.
used to go to Atlanta, and whenever they went to the varsity, they called it getting an oil change because it would clean you out.
Oh, that's a good one. I thought.
Oh, that's unpleasant. Your parents are usually more dignified than
I thought
that.
we're doing. I guess I've
That
been
was
in a
my
band
dad.
for a while, and I was kind of like, but yeah.
Do you need oil changes?
Not really, though. That's the interesting thing. I do.
Yeah, we just said that the van was all right. Is the van making any like horrible vehicle noises? Like we don't know shit
because
about cars,
since
but
the van merged with the weird worms that were regenerative, like anytime, like because the van crashed when y'all were fighting Cole, like, but like it is since like it's fully repaired again, like so the van is actually in tip top shape.
cool. So like all the engine lights weren't on, and they're
I mean,
like,
they were.
yeah,
We
no,
would have
that's cool.
noticed it. Like
Yeah, like the van,
We
like
just say
Marlon
it.
would have done
yeah,
noticed and done
van
something.
crashed, and like it repairs itself now, pretty tight.
That is very tight.
So the last time you used your power was in Ruby Falls, right? So maybe Mr. Yellow will go there, and then will he lose the trail?
It's not like it's only when I use the powers, but that's kind of where he get like, what I was worried about is whenever I did, well, I guess I didn't really do it, but y'all woke me up, put the worm in there, and I wasn't fully conscious, so we did the Akinda with the worms. That's kind of like, hey, he's
here.
back. And so he had my scent before, and he's probably back on it, and if he's actively tracing me, he might be following everywhere we went. So he might be at Ruby Falls. He might go to that weird Bible place we just were. He might go to Santa's land. I guess he probably won't go to the space. Actually, maybe he will go to the spaceship. That'd be great. They can just take him off. I know the spaceship's gone, but like,
That's how we beat him. They send him to
best case
Mars.
scenario, Mr. Yellow goes to Mars. Worst case scenario also could be Mr. Yellow goes to Mars. Because then he could take over a bunch of Martians or just do that and run the planet.
Are Martians real?
I haven't met Martians,
I
but
don't
obviously
either.
aliens are real because we were just on a ship with them. I don't know if Mars can stay in life, but aliens, we all had first-hand experience. Once again, that's why I can talk right now because I ate one of their
bird.
weird, bird things and I got this voice.
I want to text Funk and ask him about the Hell Blockers and say they're paranormal investigators who seem to be missing. Or they're not updating. Just like if he could.
Yeah, whenever you
It's
text,
like I want to send up a red flag.
when you send what you and then Funk just responds back, "Oh, you want me to go check into a couple of fucking hacks?" And then he starts to send you all this all these like documentation of like none of all the hauntings they go to are bullshit. There's nothing there, and there's all a bunch of like discourse that Hunter Farmer obviously is just a little shit that lied, didn't do that. Greg Dead claims he can talk to the dead through yo-yos, and there's a bunch of some more reputable than the others, but like Funk is like I can check into it, but like. They're idiots. They have. I'm not trying to say, but there's.
Marlon's like, well, excuse me.
Yeah, but like Funk is just kind of like I had a fucking little weird team up, and we had to get the episode taken off the air because they.
Why did you have to get the episode? Here, I'll just call him at this point. Why did you have to get the episode taken off the air?
He's like because they were idiots, and like I was investigating a case, and they fucked it all up, and then there was a whole bunch of shit that actually went down that they just kept saying it was ghosts, had nothing to do with ghosts, nothing whatsoever. Okay, and then they just fucked it all up. They're stupid. They're just there for clout, and they're chasing. I kept trying to tell them that stuff is real and that they don't understand the forces they're messing with, and they're idiots. And here's the thing: if they're gone, it might be for the best. Also, if they're gone, they probably stumbled into something real.
Yeah,
and
I was
died.
thinking there's something that might be chasing us. They might have run into.
Okay, I'll check into it, but I'm saying like
If you see a guy with yellow eyes, like don't talk to him.
there's
like a scary guy.
There's a good chance though that if whatever you told me is chasing you and they ran them, it just killed them because they're 3 incompetent jackasses.
Okay, I'm saying, but if you find out what happened to them, if they're still alive,
I will.
maybe they
I'm
can
saying
help.
I'm gonna
Okay.
check into it. But
I get you hate them. They suck. Oh, they suck so bad.
No, I'm just trying to say
stupid.
I've actually worked with them. They are
Okay,
idiots.
I've never interacted. I've just only seen the TikToks and the
I know.
YouTube videos.
I know, I'm sorry. It's
Jamie,
just-
look up Lost Hellblockers episode.
There's. Tell Ron not to look that up because there are clips. Okay, there are clips. Listen, okay.
All I see
there
is
was
a
money.
a
It was
thread
money,
on
and I
Reddit.
slipped. I just slipped. Okay, I just slipped, and I didn't shit myself. Everyone says I shit myself, and I just slipped in the
I'm
fucking
sorry,
mud.
Funk.
And
I
the
didn't
cut,
know about this.
The cut they used.
I didn't know about this.
The cut they used. I just come back, and there's mud on the back of my pants. They didn't show me falling, and all I did was fall in mud. I didn't
Jamie
shit myself.
finds a YouTube video that's just 10 hours of Funk falling and shitting his pants.
Yeah.
Please join the
and
Patreon.
And it's just like.
Please join the Patreon at Function
And
His
he's like,
Pants
also-
level if you'd
also,
like us to record this episode.
I didn't just get the episode taken down because maybe look at my shit myself. They also I'm sorry, Mara. I know I'm going off right now, but it's just like this is a
Go ahead and vent.
It's a sore spot with that.
I didn't know that when I texted you.
Well, I mean, I just listen. A lot of times, I'm having to deal with. I try to take up all the calls we can, all the claims that we come in, but although, yes, supernatural stuff is real, vampires are real, ghosts are real, a lot of times people just want fame and they're stupid. And then they don't understand that what they're getting involved in is like a real case or something really bad happening. And then more people die. And then these ghost hunter shows out here going out and just, okay, I will check into it.
Funk hears in the background Jamie listening to the video.
I like trying to cover the mouthpiece, but it's too late.
He's just like, okay, I'll check into it. I'll check into them.
Cool,
I'll try to find their whereabouts.
I mean, I don't know them. It's not like it's a personal. It's
I get
more
it.
like, yeah.
I don't want them to be dead because they're a human life and it's valuable.
I mean, it's me you're talking to.
That's the official position of the podcast.
Yeah, no one else is.
Okay. I'll check. I will check into it. I'll look about these whereabouts of a guy named Mr. Yellow with. Why do people always like yellow? Is such a creepy color. You ever
It's
think
a gross color.
That's a gross color.
It's like the Yellow King. Did you watch True Detective?
I watched
Is that
True
another
Detective.
sore spot? Should I not bring
No,
up
that's
TV
just a
shows?
good. Well, it's a sore spot because it got bad. I liked the first season. First season was great, and then it got worse.
I go ahead and explain to him the Sharua thing, and
Yeah.
since I know Funk so well, I'm like, watch it. He's just like really strong and can
I
take
thought
on.
you were going to say I go ahead and explain season 2 of True Detective to him.
You
I
work for the
had a long
fact.
conversation while we're in traffic about True Detective.
You work for the FBI, so you're probably slow. So I'll break it down for you.
Yeah, he's like, okay, that's all. This is good. I'll try to look into this. Especially if he's on your trail, I can try to trace to see if there's anything happening.
Like, so he's really, really stronger probably than anything else that we deal with.
Yeah.
So I would just say run if he.
Well, no,
because
we
he's
can,
looking for us.
We can check into it. I'll talk to Jamie's dad too. We've been working together. We're still also, by the way, still no whereabouts on Cole. Still no whereabouts on Concordus.
Thank you. I just try not to think. Concordus, I think I could take again. Cole's,
Yeah.
That's one.
How's their weird arm treating you? Because the last time you told me it's trying to kill you, and
Ron
still does
catches the
that.
hand as it's about to punch Marlon in the dick.
It was about to like poke my eyes out.
okay, well, you are. It's different than your other arm that you told me about. This sounds more of like the other one was a parasite. This sounds like not that you're possessed, but the arm is still actively kind of linked to Cole. So maybe you can use that to find them. I don't know, but it's not great. But at least you got.
I'm hoping I get angel powers. I'm gonna figure it out.
But you also told me about that angel just keeps wanting you to like. I don't think all the research I've done on angels and stuff. They're very by the book and very rules oriented and like.
That means you just have to find the loopholes. Like with anything.
I don't think that. Marlon, you already got to deal with the demon, and you're gonna.
He's thinking 2 demons.
You're gonna die soon from that. Like
I got 11 months, 10 months.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to say, let's try to maybe not. I would like my friend to be around longer. Maybe let's not make deals with these like.
But if you just keep making deals, then eventually it evens out, right?
That is a lie, Marlon.
It eventually evens out. You find a deal to replace the other deal, and then that deal does that.
I
deal,
always
and then-
forget that you're a criminal. Like sometimes.
Oh, I'm glad that you see me as a friend first.
Yeah. You're more useful, and like you're more petty than anything, than like major. I mean, like crime wise.
Oh, okay.
Like you're more like petty crimes than like you're not doing like terrible things. You're just kind of a selfish person. But then you tell me about how you think sometimes. I'm like, oh yeah, because I do a lot of things through FBI with like personality, like profiles, and you definitely you get into these patterns. So that makes a lot of sense the way you think, the way you deal. Not trying to be rude or anything, but it's definitely a pattern you're into.
Well, I'm gonna take you said that we're friends, and you see me as a
I
person
think
first. That's what I'll take away from this conversation.
I don't like
not the
going to
other
the dentist. I
stuff.
got nervous at the dentist got my tooth, and like that's on me because I got nervous because I was wearing a suit. But, we all got our things.
Yeah, I got a lot of feelers out for Concordus too, but I haven't heard anything back.
Yeah, okay. I was letting you know. Also, Jamie, I can hear that you're still watching that clip in the background.
Whoa!
Oh, mute. Sorry. Here, I'm gonna. And Jamie writes a comment and says, "You should be ashamed." Delete. That's it. I'm
Okay, well,
defending you on the internet.
I know as soon as I hang up, you're gonna keep.
Anyways, I'll check in. I'll add this to the list of things to check into that are trying to kill y'all. Man, y'all have just been on a little tear this summer, having a good little road trip.
Road trippers.
All right, road trippers.
But I'll check into that and tell Ron because he was texting me to ask. Yes, there are conjugal visits where Victoria is going, so I'll get him in touch with. She's been more than helpful in everything. She's definitely getting the good behavior.
She definitely seemed like she was just missing.
Yeah. She's given us as much information as we can. We found a couple of hideouts that Cole had used, so we've gotten a lot of information. And also, Victoria's help has solved a lot of missing person cases that are linked to Cole killing them. But also, once again, you're right. You might be able to take concordance. I don't know. But Cole is terrifying. And even without their angel powers, they are for sure a psychotic killer.
And the fucked up little guy hand. That's such a wild card, and how much it'll help or hinder.
Yeah,
Cole.
I'm pretty sure that's how they escaped. Is that they just can pull things out, and so it's not great. This is why for the longest time everyone at the FBI thought I was lying, and now a lot more stuff is out in the open, luckily, so I got a bit more clout, a bit more pull.
After the knife alien case, everybody
hear the knife alien?
Everybody believed you after that, after you're proven correct on the knife alien case.
I mean,
You're extremely cut, balding FBI director.
The spaceship falling out of the sky and disappearing over Dalton really helped that too. I'll check into a lot of this. Have fun in Atlanta. Also, I thought you were gonna go back to Atlanta since
it's the next stop on the road trip. I'm just gonna keep a low profile, believe it or not. No, I am.
You're gonna keep a low profile.
I'm talking about trying to fucking not get killed. They were talking about going to Midtown.
Midtown? Are you crazy?
Will we get killed if we go to Midtown?
I might. No, you guys can. Just don't mention me.
Just lay low. Stay away from Midtown. All right.
I'm gonna chill out in the van.
I hear they're doing fun little tours in like the Oakland Cemetery. Go do silly shit like that. They got like tour guides that do a whole little bit.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, great. So I'll talk to you later. I'll check into everything for you. And I didn't shit myself. I believe you. I fell in mud. It was
whoa.
It was a really, really rainy day. They just didn't. It's all about fucking editors.
I think Ron tries to pull up that video, but he had last Googled conjugal, and now the audio from a conjugal video is what is coming out of Ron's phone.
Whoa.
Okay, bye, Funk.
Yeah, you got from a Funk. But yeah, y'all get through Atlanta traffic.
I don't want to do it yet, but I could call my dad if we want to. Maybe. I bet my dad
might
knows.
mention some of the stuff to your dad. Just in looking for Mr. Yellow, I don't think I could stop him.
Yeah, no, he did say he's going to talk to your dad. They're definitely now working more close together. And like your dad's not openly talking to you about stuff, but like you had like a good heart to heart with him. He understands. So like,
I wonder what it's like to work closely with my dad.
Ooh. That's what Marlon said.
That's a Joel show for you, folks. That's a Do You Validate podcast.
I didn't do that. I made the dad nice.
It was nice at the end. Yeah, we could, because I think Oakland Cemetery is on the.
Yeah, that's the
trail.
Yeah.
So we should go there.
It sounds cool.
Are they doing like the night tours with actors?
Yeah, I hear they're really good.
Yeah, you want to go to one of those? We could check it out during the day. I've been there before.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, I hung out with a guy there once.
Okay.
Cool, let's go.
That
Sounds nice. I'd like to hang out there. It seems like a good.
Marlon definitely fucked the guy in a mausoleum.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no, we all got the same. Everyone in the van, everyone not in the van got it.
Jamie.
I didn't know that was in character.
Jamie and Ron were like, "Oh, it sounds like Marlon had a fun time with a friend." Everyone on the show is like, "Well, Marlon did dirty things on top of dead people."
Yes.
Yes.
That ex weirdly on good terms.
Yeah.
So
I mean, yeah, not all the. I think a lot of the ones that you actively dated and were rude to hate you, but a lot of the ones that you fucked, you just.
So it's a direct relationship with how involved you personally
Yeah,
got with Marlon.
The more you get to know Marlon.
So like a one night stand, Marlon's chill. Yeah.
The better friends you are.
Great.
Yeah, Marlon brings
They're
drugs.
like, oh yeah,
respectful.
he like fucking
Buys the
talked
drinks,
he talked his way into like we went and got like free meals everywhere, got free drinks.
You ever been at the top of that revolving restaurant? It's great.
Yeah, before they shut it down.
Yeah.
After they shut it down too.
He made him turn it on for no reason. It's great.
Why did they shut it down? Did a kid die?
Little kid got
The kid
crushed
died.
in
That's
it.
a horrific thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little kid died. at the sundial.
That's why restaurants aren't allowed to move anymore.
One kid had to ruin it for everybody else.
No, it's one business failed to provide adequate safety protections for its moving building.
That's not on the...
Does the Polaris still rotate? Because it used to.
I don't think it does. But it's still the one shaped like a UFO, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that's
yeah.
open.
Yeah, you can still go to it, but I don't think it rotates.
Marlon fucked people there too. I don't even know what y'all are talking about.
There are definitely rotating restaurants outside of Georgia still.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all can.
We can go scout out Oakland during the day.
You make
before
it.
the...
Yeah, you make it into town. You go over to. You make it to Oakland Cemetery.
Is there anything particular on the map? Like, is it just the cemetery?
It's just a cemetery.
Okay, I guess there's gonna be a Tiberius.
Oh, well, hang on. There's a coupon for, it looks like this windowless Euro place, Nick's. Let's go walk up to the window.
Ooh.
After getting verbally abused and some delicious Greek food, we head our way across the street to the
And
Oakland
they
Cemetery.
got cool murals.
Got some falafel.
Y'all go to the Oakland Cemetery.
How are we all dressed? Marlon's in a nice.
Because I will say, I mean, for everyone that doesn't live in Atlanta, Oakland Cemetery is pretty much filled now, right?
There are still
There's still
some
some
spaces. Kenny
They're
Rogers
all privately
was,
owned, but you
that's
can
what I
buy
thought.
them
So,
from
but,
the families.
But Oakland Cemetery is more of a lot of people will walk around and treat it more like park-esque. And also, fun little fact out of game, because we met still during a lot of COVID times before we started recording. So we decided to meet outdoors for the first time we talked about the show. And we walked around the Oakland Cemetery when we were actually...
We got attacked, not attacked by bees, but there were a lot of bees.
There was
And a gazebo.
it was like carpenter bees, so they weren't actually attacking us because they don't sting, but it was still just so fucking many. But yeah, that's a fun little.
But I think Oakland was one of Atlanta's first public parks, and it also had the first public restroom in the city.
Wow.
the women's comfort shelter, recently renovated.
Well, yeah,
Finest shitter in early 20th century Atlanta.
But y'all do go to Oakland Cemetery. How
It's so
y'all dressed
pretty.
up?
I'm wearing a horse shirt.
What is it?
Still kicking.
Marlon's. That's pretty funny.
Adam came. Sometimes I make jokes with Josh now, and he's like, "You've been doing the podcast too long," because I say stuff like that.
What he means is you're funny. You're very funny, and I love you dearly.
Yeah. Oh no.
Your comedy muscle's strong there.
Marlon's got black slacks, sort of skinny slacks, nice black shoes, and an orange short sleeve button up. He's like, we want to go a little spooky, but still tasteful. With a low cut.
What overalls are Ron wearing?
Ron is inadvertently dressed exactly like the custodians and groundskeepers.
Oh yeah. You're in a jumpsuit.
Yeah, accidentally.
The gardens are really beautiful.
They really are.
Look at all
There
these
are a
a
lot
lot of beautiful brickwork
There are
and
a lot.
stonework.
You can tell there's a lot of people there. It does seem like there is a funeral procession happening today. There's a lot of people there.
Let's keep a low profile,
yeah.
everybody, okay? There's a funeral. I don't want to draw any attention.
Jamie
to us
pulls
in
her
Atlanta.
flannel over her still kicking.
You might want to button that up if there's an
Yeah.
actual funeral.
Yep.
There's a funeral proceeding going on, and as you're walking around, and it's y'all are checking out a lot of it. It's mausoleums, big headstones. It's very, very lovely architecture, and at one point, you're looking around, and so the camera has point of view, perspective going on here, and you turn to the right, turn to the left, turn back to the right, and then there's just the weirdest, skinniest, most ghastly looking version of Tiberius Sugarfoot that you've met yet. Still very similar to the other ones, but he's just you don't even see where he got there, but now he's in the middle of the screen, and we go back to the normal shot of the three of you, and this Tiberius Sugarfoot goes, hello, welcome
Tiberius?
to Oakland Cemetery.
Hi.
You're so spooky.
Howdy. Thanks.
Oh, am I?
Oh, this isn't a voice you're doing? This is your normal voice?
That was rude. Why would you say that like this isn't a normal voice?
Do you have brothers?
Yes.
We've met them, and they
I
all
do have brothers.
sound different
They're
than
also, well, yes, because, siblings are different people from each other. Do you have a brother?
you. No.
Do you have a sister?
No.
Do you have a non-binary sibling?
No. I'm an only child.
Well, do you have a cousin?
No. Both of my parents are only children.
Are your parents different than you?
Yes.
Well, that's the same thing.
Okay.
Because not all people, even with blood relations, are the same.
We're friends of
I
the
could
trail.
smell that you're friends of the trail.
Oh, that's weird.
Why is that weird? It's my
What do
job.
we smell like? Is that
You
literal?
You smell like you have 2 demon packs, part of an angel. Also, you've cast 2 spells from the Book of Tongues. Also, quite a few curses that I don't even think you're aware of.
I'm kind of aware.
Oh, yes. You have a... Ooh, I haven't met an apex in a while, but that's lovely. You have that on you. You also have a shirt that might be deemed inappropriate for a funeral.
That's why I've got it covered. I didn't know there was going to be a funeral right now.
I didn't smell the shirt. I could just read it.
Can you read it through my other
She
shirt?
covered it up with a
She
flannel.
just she
I thought
you
she
can
put-
still a
she
little
buttoned
bit.
her
I would
flannel.
I buttoned it up.
I saw it before you did that.
Okay.
Oh, and you are a helpful. That's very nice. I have some heavy things you could lift around.
Well, I do like helping out in this.
Yes. Also, you are very sad and you miss somebody.
Well, I mean, I'm having a great time out here with my friends, but my mind does drift back every now and then to people I just aren't around with us right now.
Well, yeah, that's what missing somebody means, is that they're not here.
Yeah, no, but it's not like it's not coloring my whole experience. It's fun here. We had a nice Euro.
How do you get the ability to smell feelings?
Aren't you just born with it? Can you
Okay.
not
No, I can't
smell
smell.
feelings?
We weren't.
No.
I intuit from people's behaviors and body language and what they say.
Oh,
We can't smell if people are friends of the trail either.
wow.
We usually have to say
You'd be
the
a
thing.
terrible person then if you had my job. Sometimes people come in here and they're just looking at graves, and I can smell that.
Okay.
Sometimes they're looking for their dog that's lost. And
What
I
is the
say,
smell of a person looking for their lost dog? Like, what is it? Is that like cardamom or
Despair.
Yes, despair, panic.
so like cardamom?
I don't really know how to explain what smells smell like. They just smell like the things they do.
All right. Well, we're.
You smell like you're
Oh.
trying to stop this conversation.
I
Like
just
you want
want
to leave.
I don't necessarily want to leave. I just wanted to be like, hey, we're friends of the trail and check in, see if there are any postcards or other things we should know or talk about.
Oh, yes. That is the other thing. I did need to bring you the postcard. I saw the van coming up that I was supposed to give it to, but then I just kept smelling y'all and thought maybe you wouldn't try to leave the conversation with me like most people do.
I'm sorry. Can I ask you a question?
You do seem sorry, actually. I like that. You seem sincere.
Do we smell good?
One of you smells better than the other two. Not the other two smelled bad, but as far as one of you cares a lot more what other people think about them. It's that one. It's the very tall, scrawny one.
Marlon's very worldly and knows a lot about how to look and smell good. Yeah.
You just call me tall.
I mean, you're not as tall as him, but
I'm
you're
still pretty tall, yeah.
you're above average height.
Yeah.
You know.
I just think I do smell good.
Yes, you care a lot about what people think about you, and you also don't want people to notice that.
Yeah, it's kind of rude to point it out, actually. Can you smell that?
No, I don't really smell myself. I'm used to my own sense. It's like if you do a fart, sometimes you don't smell it as bad as others, or if you just smell bad in general.
But we don't smell like farts, right?
No.
Yay. Sometimes in the van. Anyways.
Yes, people fart everywhere.
I know. Road tripping with friends, you really get to know each other.
Someone just farted at that funeral over there.
Are they embarrassed?
No, they liked it. Not in a sexual way. They just had to relieve gas. That's all farting is. It's not a bad thing. Everyone does it.
Well, sometimes you don't want to make everyone else smell it.
Well, they thought, oh, we're out the open. No one will smell it. 7 people did.
Is that including you?
8 people did. I meant 7 next to them. But anyways,
Well, you can
here is
smell.
a postcard for you. There is a funeral going on. It's actually a double funeral that's happening right now.
No, it's
Who
probably
died?
cheaper that way.
Yes. Oh, well, it's two locals. They apparently had a dispute after ending a podcast. One of them killed the other one, and then the other one died afterwards. We don't know if it was a murder or a murder-suicide. But they did a podcast about the show Riverdale. One is called Shelby Lee. The other one is Joel Ruiz. It's very sad, but they are being buried today.
Were they related, or they're just being buried separately on the same day? If they killed each other, it seems like the two parties might fight each other.
One of them has a widow left over, Kevin, and he got a good deal on he called into a radio show and guessed the right hockey team and got a double plot here at Oakland. And thought, oh, what a good time.
On the Morning Zoo Crew, we're giving away 2 side-by-side plot at Atlanta's Oakland Cemetery. Call in.
Because for some reason, even though Joel supposedly killed his wife, Kevin was responsible to bury him as well. He didn't have a good relationship with his parents, is what I read. So no one was going to bury him.
Kevin thought it would be a funny bit if he did this.
Kevin was also on the podcast.
Oh, okay. I don't think Marlon would listen to a Riverdale podcast, so I don't really have it, oh.
Are there normally this many clowns at an Atlanta funeral?
Yes. At
Oh.
this one there is. Because Marlon was right. I don't know if you said your name yet. I'm sorry.
You could probably smell it on him.
This man is right. Kevin did think it'd be a funny bit. And so he bought a lot of clowns to come here too.
Oh, everyone else looks really upset.
Yes.
I don't think they think it's a funny bit.
No one else is enjoying it, but Kevin is having a really hard time, and he's masking right now. He's not handling the grief of losing his wife and podcast co-host. Although his wife was also a podcast co-host, I was talking about the other podcast co-host.
Oh, the bond
Joel.
between podcasters.
Joel Ruiz.
It's one of the strongest bonds there is.
Yes. I can smell that you're trying to figure out how to leave. You'd like to read the postcard.
Yeah, that's pretty convenient that we don't have to say it.
It doesn't
Is there
mean it
anything
doesn't
else?
hurt my feelings.
Would you like me to buy? Do you sell things? Should I go to the gift shop? Other
I
Tiberius
sell
sell
things
pickles?
that I steal from the graves of the place.
Ooh, like what?
I don't have anything good right now.
That's a
Most
weird
all the good
reaction.
stuff is bought up.
To grave robbing.
I have
Marlon.
some what amounts to costume jewelry. I can get you some bones. I
We don't
normally
need any
don't
bones.
normally don't keep them on me, but
I have all my bones,
well,
except for my baby teeth.
I can get you some baby teeth.
I'm
Oh,
good.
that's odd.
Well, there's dead children that were buried here. They still have their baby teeth
And they're adult teeth.
and their adult teeth. Yes, did you know that you're born with all your teeth? They're just sitting there waiting, just like a shark. Just pop on out. I still have my baby teeth.
And he opens up and you see behind his like adult teeth all of his baby teeth.
Does it make chewing easier?
It makes it harder.
Can you get them pulled?
No, I don't want to. I miss my childhood.
Okay, I have to go read
But
this
sometimes
postcard.
things get stuck in between the baby teeth and the adult teeth.
I'm really sorry I'm leaving this
don't-
conversation.
They don't make floss for people like, oh, well, I don't have to smell that you walked away because I can see it.
Thank you for all your help in the postcard.
I like that I know you're sincere about that. Thank you.
Well, no, I guess let me know. I'll be around if you need that heavy stuff.
I will let you
lifted.
know. I definitely. Actually, over here, I need those boxes moved over. I've put rocks in them to make it look like I'm busy.
Oh.
I'm not good at my job. I do a lot of grave robbing, and I have to justify why I'm still here.
Did you rob anything from this funeral?
No, it's happening right now. It's in poor taste. And also,
You'd probably wait till after, huh?
Yes, because if you rob from their caskets, that's not grave robbing. They're not in a grave yet.
Oh.
You have to wait for them to be buried. It's a lot more of the thrill of the chase for me.
That seems like
Sometimes
a lot.
I'll dig up a body. I'll put it in my office. I take a nap for a couple of days in the casket myself, and I think, oh, what if I could die?
You can't die.
I haven't yet.
Me neither.
Well, then.
I have.
I can smell that, actually. Both that you have died and that you're not lying. Oddly, your friend over here smells like he's lying at all times.
Oh no, he's just got it's a cologne. Like,
Oh, no, that's the cologne, very high dollar. But the lying, it's also to himself.
well, I guess I'm gonna go.
Yeah, go move
I'm gonna
those
go move
boxes.
these
Thank
boxes.
you.
Thanks for this. Has been great.
That'd be lovely. I'm going to go just watch these people get, put in the ground. It's funny to me. The clowns.
Marlon's reading the postcard,
clowns,
like
that is.
15 feet away.
I'm a big fan of. Oh, okay, goodbye. Everyone always leaves old Tiberius Sugarfoot.
It's really interesting. He can smell when I'm lying.
Yeah, which you're always lying to yourself, so it's always constantly.
I'm always constantly lying.
Shouldn't that be kind of like a mask then, kind of overwhelming him?
No, he's got that good nose.
Well, writing that down.
But yeah, you got a postcard.
Want me to read it?
Yeah. What do you want from me?
Joel's like not fully out of that Tiberius yet. He's like, yeah, read it.
Read it.
Joel's at his own funeral as this weird Tiberius person and can't quite remember.
Yeah, let's...
Canonically, in this world, Shelby and I did finish the full run of Jingle Jangle, and because Riverdale actually finished as a show, and so we finished it, and at the end of it, I kept talking about how Shelby was going to die because we're ending the podcast. So we didn't only record the first season over 2.5 years, stop for a year, and then just decide to start re-releasing and re-recording 2024. Also, Shelby and I are dead. And Kevin, Pippa's good. Pippa's still
I
alive.
hope
Fuck,
Pippa
I
was
was worried.
good.
Yeah. I
No.
was gonna ask,
That's their
'cause
dog for people if this makes it in the show.
Once hyper local, so hyper.
So
that
hyper
we're-
local to
we're
one
killing-
home.
One household's joke.
Yeah,
Enjoy
yeah,
yourselves,
yeah.
y'all. Thanks. We
Pippa.
hope they're listening.
Pippa.
We hope
Pippa
Pippa's-
eats Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Well, they're good. They got a juicy center in the middle.
She loves the heart of the cards.
July 14th. I'll admit, you managed to top last month. All of these places are more magical than I could have dreamed. And for you to share everything with me that you have, I can't begin to gather the words to describe how happy you make me. No matter what I think you're going to do, you always somehow outdo yourself. You love and care deeper than anyone I've ever known. I now need the whole world to know how you make me feel immediately. I hope I make you feel half as good. And now I know what your favorite cake is after years of waiting. You know that I am making that for you when we get home. And what I'll do right after is take a real shower. Don't worry, I'm not ready to quit the road yet. I know we'll be doing great things together forever. Love, your eternal light. I'd probably go in and read it to Stefan.
You can go read it to Stefan, and then once again, he tells you, he's like, oh yeah, remember, these are all, none of this, I mean, some kind of, but like, none of this happened, just the weird, he's
You
like,
didn't want to tell the world how you made him feel.
oh no, he did all the time, and I loved it. I liked he was a very boisterous person and was very outgoing, and I loved that about him. But like, these are all like,
Right, the 12.
he's hiding messages. It's good that, we're pretty close. If, we only have like 2 left to find, and then we can figure out the whole thing. Thanks for reading it for me. It's very, I
I'm
miss
sure
him.
it's a lot.
Yeah, I really wish he wasn't dead. But like I said, I would like to know what happened, because, we were once again fighting Mr. Yellow. I told Zane to run, and, everything kind of went to shit, and last thing I remember was fighting Mr. Yellow, and then I woke up, and I was a van, and I don't know, well, I guess we do know where he was. He was running around helping people, like he's tended to, and then I guess he died in Dalton fighting Willie Masterson. Not a fun time, but that is, that's what we did before, and that's what I knew he was always going to do again, so. But thank you for still, finding the postcards for me. I'm honestly grateful. I don't want, all Tiberius Sugarfoots are weird.
This one can, smell lies.
I bet it can smell that we're talking about him right now.
Yeah, and that can smell that you're not just a van.
Oh yeah,
I don't
probably.
think- yeah,
The Tiberius Sugarfoots are weird. Also, they're not the only ones that can have that sense of smell. I mean, I know you have Dodo. He's an Apex. The Apex, they have a cute sense of smell and other senses. There's lots of things that can smell things. So it's all, everything kind of gives off weird, vibrations, vibes, sense. Everything. The whole world's weird. I mean, once again, I'm a van that's not even a human, and I can transform into other things. I ate a robot bird, and I can talk to you now. So.
That was the first nice thing that Dodo said about Marlon was that he smelled good. You remember?
Yeah, because you told Marlon, right?
I
Did
did
you
it
tell
later.
him? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
not the
yeah,
first time.
Yeah, you were told later.
He said
mean,
it for
Dodo
a
likes
while
you a lot
before I was
more
allowed
after
to
you
tell
like
you.
fought against Cole and everything. Dodo has more respect for you. Still kind of shits on you like a sibling kind of way, or more cousin, like kind of first cousin relation where you're just like, but you know.
There's a lot less of me being like, what the fuck is he
Yeah,
saying?
he definitely likes you more now.
Good.
I just wanted you to feel good about yourself.
Thank you.
Jamie, we should go check out that funeral. We should do some grave robbing.
No.
What? We're talking, we're smelling stuff. Here's the thing. I could smell there's a lot of things that weird little Tiberius Sugarfoot he didn't find. I bet we can go do there's a lot of good grave robbing we can do.
So you can smell stuff that Tiberius can't smell?
No, I mean, he could probably smell it too. I'm just saying, like, I can smell there's some valuables in there. There's some, like, different, some gold, some different, like, some diamonds down there,
Those need to stay down there with the people.
What are they doing with it? They're dead.
It's not for them. It's for their loved ones.
I'm not trying to say we go steal the babies in there. The baby teeth. Also, the babies don't. I mean, they probably don't. I can't smell if they're babies or not, but I'm going to assume babies weren't buried with jewels. Actually, probably a pretty good place to hide your jewels. People probably try not to steal from baby graves.
I think
Let's go
that
dig up a couple of kids and just double check.
No.
What?
I do think they used to put coins on people's eyes, even if they were babies.
Yeah, well, I mean, those coins, I don't think that's what I'm smelling, but, we could, you know what, though? Let's try it. Let's go find the oldest grave in here. Let's dig it up.
No, I'm not going to dig up any graves. We're here to sightsee.
That's a sight to see, is a decomposed body.
Yeah,
I'm going to go see Kenny Rogers' grave.
Oh, yeah, that's a shame about that.
The gambler.
Old gambler.
I bet there's a lot of jewels in there.
Let's go dig up Kenny Rogers.
No!
I bet he's got a lot of good stuff in there.
No.
You think he's got a chicken recipe in there?
If we dig up Kenny Rogers, we'll go straight to hell and we'll be Kenny Rogers roasters.
I mean, we could join Marlin in hell. He's going to hell. He's got to deal with a demon. Don't you want to hang out with the Marlin?
Why'd you look at me just now, Jamie?
Dodo wants us to grave rob, and I don't want
I
to.
don't want to draw that much attention to us.
Yeah, we're trying to be sneaky.
We're going to do it at night. Tell Marlin we'll do it at night.
I think Tiberius, I was down to buy stuff if he grave robbed. If you could if Dodo could direct him where to go, and then we could make a deal. I'm not going to grave rob and then get arrested.
I don't want to
have
make
to deal with
deals.
the fucking cops.
I'm with Tiberius Sugarfoot. It's kind of about the thrill of the hunt, I like that.
We're not hunting.
We're
being respectful. There's a funeral. These people, Joel and Shelby, clearly a lot of people love them. Maybe not that person, Kevin, who hired clowns to be at the funeral.
Yeah.
That's
How many
weird.
people are at the funeral? A lot? There'd be a lot.
There's probably a good amount there.
All the podcasters.
Yeah.
All the podcasters
All
are there.
the-
Favorite Atlanta podcasters. Are
Actually, two of the cast members from Riverdale there. Not main cast, but some of the side characters are there.
There's a circle of
Yeah.
guys just trying to one-up each other, making terrible jokes.
Yeah. Ron, while this conversation is happening, I need you to give me a Destiny's Plaything roll.
Well, you know how I like to just stare off into space and disassociate while I'm doing heavy manual labor and roll a 2, so fucking kill me or whatever. I drop it on my shoes. No.
But it doesn't hurt you.
You don't
No.
have any plus or minus on that?
No.
He's got
Destiny's
flat
Plaything
0.
is a flat 0 D12 roll, but
Also, the max you can have in Monster of the Week is +3, so he's still he rolled Snake Eyes.
there's not a lot of ways to min-max your way out of this one.
Yeah. Ron, were you in the van with?
No, I'm lifting all the stuff. I'm over in the road having this.
So let's say this: you're just like you're. Actually, this is fun. I like what I'm about to do.
I don't imagine it is now that you say that.
Fun is subjective. For the person, and for me, it's fun. For y'all, this isn't gonna be fun. Ron, you are like moving the boxes around, and they're once again very heavy. They're filled with rocks. Not super heavy for Ron, as you have super strength.
They all say normal graveyard stuff on them, but
Yeah, and it's not. It just says normal graveyard.
Like written
stuff.
on with a Sharpie.
Yeah, yes. Ron, you like pick up one box, move it over, pick up another box. You get a little spooked and you drop it. It doesn't break because
it's rocks. Yeah.
But you dropped it because behind the box, you saw Jamie's dead body for a second, and then you drop it and it's not there, and then you're like, well, that's fucking weird, but mine's just playing tricks to me. You move
probably just all the spooky
You move the
stuff
box
around.
over. You see Marlon's body ripped in half.
Oh, come on.
And then like you keep just seeing like weird flashes, and then you're like, okay, well I don't like this. I gotta go tell my friends. And you go to the van to go, because you knew that that's where they were showing Stefan the letter. You go to the van, and Ron, you see yourself covered in blood as you see like your reflection in like the van window, and you just start to see visions of you beating your two friends to death. And then you snap back to, and you're still just kind of standing in the middle of a graveyard.
Are there still boxes of normal graveyard stuff around me, or
yeah, there's just boxes of normal. You had thought like, but so you pretty much hallucinated the whole thing of like seeing all these bodies, seeing your friends' dead bodies, and then also and you did see visions of you brutally.
No, I'm looking at my own bloody hands that we flash back, and I'm just looking at my regular hands. And
did he rip Marlon in half in the?
Yes.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
100%. It's beautiful animation.
Yeah. And also, like, you saw yourself kill them in multiple ways.
Well, a couple of those seemed a little amusing and sort of slapsticky, but I won't go into it. I'm going to have to tell them about this unseemly vision once I finish stacking these boxes. And then I do that, and I come down. Y'all, I've had, having those, dreams, fugue states, if you will, visions. Y'all ain't dead, is you?
I don't think so. I don't feel
Definitely not.
Well, I mean, I'm just asking. I just had
What did you see, Ron?
Well, while I was lifting the box, I saw y'all's dead bodies, and I came over here to tell y'all, and then I saw it, had visions and not memories, because I like watching them, but like me brutally murdering y'all, and I don't like that at all. I don't care for it. I don't think about that. That's not the way I think about our relationship, or I don't even harbor even a centimeter of ill will for either of y'all. But boy, it felt real as day. And then I standing there looking at my hands, thinking about what I'd done, and I was just back over there, just like this.
Jamie, we should kill Ron first. I'm saying if he tries to attack us, I'm going to kill him. If he's trying to tell us, he has all these weird visions. He saw that car baby, then all that weird shit happened at the fucking park, and then he saw like the bloody angel wings. Cole came and attacked us. If Ron's seen vision of him killing you, I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him, Jamie, if he tries to kill us.
If you want to protect me, that's one thing to say, but say, I'm going to kill Ron first.
Are you talking to... She's talking to Donut.
Well, just tell him. I'm just saying. I'm letting you know.
Did Donut just threaten to kill me if I tried to hurt you? No, I encourage that. I don't want to hurt y'all. I want you to defend yourselves.
He does come back from the dead.
Just tell him, if this does go down, I know how freaky strong he is. He's helpful, so I'm not going to hold back. We got to kill Ron if he tries to kill us. Because Ron could, here's the thing, Marlon's probably going to die, though.
No, Marlon, if I try to kill y'all, I don't want y'all to hold back at all.
Well, let me go talk to Tiberius again, as loath as I am to do that.
I'm just letting them know. I'm just letting you know, Ron's scary. He has visions of the future. His visions were just killing you and Marlon.
His visions they're not like completely accurate. They're just like related to what happens. I don't think Ron's gonna kill us.
I aim to keep it that way, Jamie.
I'm just giving you a heads up. If it seems like it's going that way, I'm slicing Ron's throat open.
I don't think that will work, but okay.
Oh, I've killed helpful before. You can kill them. They're strong, but they're not unkillable.
Oh, wait, no, but then they come back.
No, all the time. You just gotta kill them enough.
I don't want to do that.
Well, I don't want you to die, Jamie.
We would
just
put him in jail. He could be in jail with Victoria. They can have conjugal visits.
They have different prisons for men and women, Jamie.
Even if they love each other?
Prisons don't really care about love. They care about money, and Ron's not rich. Also, even then, though, he wouldn't get to go to one of those nice white-collar ones.
Are you sure Ron's not rich? Because he has a van.
I actually think about myself as being rich in friends, rich of spirit.
Tell him no one cares about that stuff in the real world.
I will not do that, Dodo.
I'm not saying that
we
it's
care.
not... No, it's important, but I'm
care.
saying, but like, you know what capitalism is, Jamie?
Yeah?
Yeah, so that's what, prison systems, it's all tied together.
So you want to kill Ron because of capitalism?
I don't want to kill Ron. These are two separate things.
He's a Marxist.
That's right.
I don't want to kill Ron because of his proper beliefs in Marxism. I want to kill Ron before he kills us. I'm not going to kill him. I'm just saying, if Ron had a vision about killing you, that means that he might try to kill you. And if he does try to do that, I'm not going to hold back, and I'm going to kill him first.
Sometimes we think things and we don't act on it, and it's not real, And one time I had a dream that I was in school and I forgot to put clothes on. And I didn't ever actually do that. Okay?
Yeah.
So don't hurt Ron.
I'm not saying I'm going to preemptively kill him. I'm saying if I see him trying to kill us, I'm going straight for kill mode.
Okay, your comments have been noted.
Okay.
He
just told us he had visions of killing us, Jamie. You should be more alarmed.
One time I dreamed about killing someone.
Yeah.
Oh, who was it, Jamie?
My parents.
Jamie, we can kill your parents.
No!
I'm just saying.
It was a bad dream. It was a nightmare. I didn't want to do it.
Kill their parents before. It's pretty fun. It's cathartic.
I gotta look
Is
for
Marlon
Tiberius.
back from Tiberius yet?
Yeah, I gotta look because I'm gonna ask him about any kind of like visions or possessions or if anything's interfering. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of go looking for him.
Is this graveyard haunted or something, dude?
Yeah. You find Tiberius and he goes, "Oh, I could smell you were looking for me, but I made it a little harder for you to find me. I wanted to be pursued.
Okay.
I like when people seek me out.
You know, if you were a little less off-putting, people would pursue you a lot more. You're a little bit rude.
Ouch.
You could smell I felt that way anyway.
Doesn't mean you have to vocalize it. Just because I can smell everything doesn't mean I don't have feelings of my own.
I'm sorry.
I can tell you're lying.
I wanted to ask, my friend just had a kind of a violent vision. Do you ever have visions, or do you think there's anything here that would interfere psychologically, like supernatural stuff? Do you smell anything weird?
I mean, outside of the normal stuff I smell here, like death and decay. Morning has a very distinct scent, but nothing of note that would make your friend. Have you thought maybe your friend wants to kill you? A lot of the people here were murdered by their friends. Most of the women here were murdered by their partners.
A lot of people wanted to kill me. I don't think Ron does.
Well,
You would smell it if you wanted to kill me, right?
not necessarily. You can hide certain things like that. And it's more about the things you're currently doing. As I said, you smell like you're always lying. So that's why I can smell that right now. But your friend Ron, it didn't smell like he wanted to kill any of you. Smelled like he wanted to have sexual relationships with a large woman.
Yep.
He wanted to have another falafel. Also, he really did want to move those boxes. I actually didn't need them moved at all.
Oh, you were just helping the helpful? That's very nice of you.
He likes, he wants little tasks. He's like a service dog. They get anxious if they don't get to do things and be told, good job. Those boxes can go anywhere, really. They're just filled with rocks.
Okay, well, thank you.
You feel like this wasn't useful?
Well, it ruled that out. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out if something is, because he's not a violent person.
Yes. This is off topic, but would you like to do hand stuff in that mausoleum over there?
I appreciate the offer. I'm not interested.
Okay. Just...
Is it the same one that Marlon did before?
Yeah.
You
It's
can,
like
tell?
I could just, you kind of were looking at that thinking about hand stuff. I could smell it.
That's from a past experience before you worked here.
Lovely. Well, people do come here for morning and sex a lot of times at once. Anyways, I can tell you're about to leave now, so...
I appreciate the offer.
You're half lying. Interesting.
I'm gonna go.
All right, that was the truth. Oh, there you go. You're walking away. You turned the corner. I can't see you anymore. Oh, but I can still smell that. I'm still talking, and you wish I would stop.
Excuse me, sir. I'm with the the Lee Ruiz funeral. Can you have the sprinklers turned off? It's kind of upsetting.
No, Kevin actually requested that specifically. He got our goof package.
Until you see the coffins pop open and bodies spring out like Jack in the Box.
Yeah, that radio station really gave a lot of money for this funeral.
Next week on 99X.
Yeah.
We'll
We'll pay for your we're paying for your childbirth, but all the doctors are mimes.
And there's a 1 in 10 chance it's one of those little peanut snake things at the springs.
Man, there's something wrong with your baby, and they lift up the cover. Bang. And anyways, he was stillborn. This is very poor taste.
Used to be a goofy little thing. Now it's sad.
I know. It got, sometimes jokes can go wrong. That doesn't mean you should stop them.
And you could have edited it out, and yet here the listener is.
Yeah.
When you talk about someone giving birth to a snake spring thing, I just think of The Fly. when the larva,
Oh, that's a good ass scene.
That is not. That is a revolting and horrible scene.
which
but-
is why it's good.
Oh, right. Horror.
Ooh, yeah. Perfect character work aside. Yeah, so what are you doing about the fact that Ron just saw that he killed you?
I mean, to Marlon, again, he's used to people wanting to kill him. It does freak him out a little bit, but he's just going to try to keep an eye on him. And he's not that freaked out about it. He's more like in the mode of he wants to get to the bottom of why that happened or why Ron would want to kill us. Not want to, but get possessed or have whatever. And he's trying to think if he's done anything that would make Ron that upset, but he hasn't to Ron directly.
Mm-hmm.
Jamie's not worried because Ron's her friend. And that's so silly that would ever happen.
Jamie better be happy she's got this creature inside her, otherwise she'd be dead.
That's been true since the first episode. That's
Can you
the
imagine if it
thing.
was just Jamie and Ron with no Dodo or Marlon?
It would have been 1 to 2 episodes.
They're both like so horribly different, like
Yeah.
the tip in the scales.
Yeah, Ron would have died enough to where he wasn't coming back.
Yeah.
Oh, no, Jamie, look out. You're going to fall into no, just
Yeah.
push her out of the way and fall into it myself. A lot of crying.
Oh, that's
I
true.
mean, I ate worms.
Oh, yeah, you would have. Well, actually, well, that Dodo made you eat the worms.
Oh, so I wouldn't have done that without
you wouldn't have
Dodo.
done
You would
that.
still have been in college.
Actually, this is very fair. Without Dodo, you would just be going to veterinarian school
And working at the clinic with
and
Terry.
working with and she wouldn't be dead.
Yeah.
She's dead for sure.
My dad still wouldn't be talking to me either.
That's
though.
fair. Your mom would have still. She didn't change that much, but
She would have wanted me to wear headbands.
yeah. So your life is different. Who knows
Yeah.
if it's better?
Yeah, Jamie doesn't quantify things like that, like better or worse, just different. Change is the only constant. Better give it your best. Put your best hoof forward.
That's your backup shirt in case you get mud on this one.
Every time you're like, what shirt are you wearing? I'm like, fuck. And then it's there.
Yeah, you got him on deck. Like
That's,
you,
I have not-
That's what Josh meant by you've been on the podcast too much. You're too smart and funny now.
Too powerful.
Too many horse shirts in your brain.
yeah, that's
Rack.
horsepower right there, baby.
Nay.
Yeah, what are y'all doing?
Jamie's trying to write a theme song for the Road Trippers.
What is it?
Well, you start with the we're not just humans. We've got stuff inside of us. We're not just humans, 'cause we're also best friends. That's as far as she's gotten.
We're not just humans. I'm gonna kill Ron if he makes a move. Sorry.
I don't like that verse.
Okay. We're not just humans. Ron isn't immortal. He can die enough times to not come back.
Did I know that?
Ron probably told you because Ron's grandfather
Said don't die too much.
Ron's grandfather like told him like we can come back to life, but like it's not forever. Like, you know, there is like a finite amount of times that, you know, helpfuls can die before they can't come back anymore.
Hey, Dodo.
Yeah, what's going on?
How come you killed helpfuls before?
Oh, well, helpfuls, you know, helping's not always good. And also sometimes helpfuls, don't tell Ron this. I love him to death, but he's kind of stupid and really easy to manipulate. Like, Marlon's gotten better about it. Remember how I told you I didn't like Marlon at first? Because he was a little shit, and I'm a little shit, and I saw a, mirror thing. Well, yeah, I mean, there's a reason why Marlon and Ron were friends first. Marlon totally just realized he could get Ron to do stuff for him, and Ron's a big, intimidating dummy. And, helpfuls, not all of them, but they kind of are a bit too trusting, a bit too nice. And
So you killed them because they were too nice?
No, not necessarily because they're too nice, but they, sometimes they do bad things and they think it's for good reasons.
Well, like Victoria.
Yeah, that's a great example. Yeah, but yeah, so I've definitely run into some helpfuls. Also, sometimes helpfuls are trying to stop me from doing things because they think what I'm doing's bad.
Was it bad what you were doing?
Once again, good and bad are subjective things that you can't really, there's no, morally, it's all up for debate, Jamie. Sometimes people do bad things and sometimes people do good things.
Would
Sometimes
I
they're
have
neutral.
thought it was bad?
Yeah, Jamie, you think almost everything's bad. You think doing heroin's bad, and it makes you feel so good.
A lot of people think that's bad.
A lot of people think it's good, though.
A lot of people think it's good and then they do it and then they find out it's bad.
Or they just keep doing it and they're happy.
Actually, I think most people probably don't think that much of it, then do it, then think it's good, but also know that it's bad. I got myself confused. Sorry, but
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
There's a lot of movies about how heroin's bad.
There's a lot of movies about heroin's good.
Name one.
My memories. Those are like movies that you play in your head.
Ron struggles to decipher the postcard, and Marlon eventually just sort of takes pity on him and picks it up. And he's like, I figured out the code in this one.
Oh,
We're all in the van, right? Was all.
Yeah.
So this one for the July postcard, the code is places together what you need. I know what I'm doing. Stefan, what do you think?
I think what he's trying to do, it sounds like, because remember I told you when I do a kinda, like once I do like 12 actual, I get to, I become something new. So I think what it sounds like is he probably got me into, this was our old van, he probably like put me in here to save me because I wasn't fully dead and was trying to get around and finding stuff to like have me be stronger and like form with, so I could like try to fight back against Mr. Yellow.
Should we try to give you the stuff we found in here, like the fur, the
Well,
coal?
here's the thing. If we do that, I will be stronger. We will just 100% every time, especially if you gave them to me multiple at once, and I did multiple, it is just like putting on a bat signal to let Mr. Yellow know exactly where we are.
Wait, Mr. Yellow's Batman?
No, I'm trying to say like the way that he's finding me is because like I did the first one in Dalton, and that he kind of realized I was back, and so like. It seems like with what the message is that he was trying to, because he kept them, he wasn't doing them one by one. He knows, Zane knew that like we had to do all that I could get a new form. He was probably trying to find like 12 things.
So we have 4, and there were 2 other ones, so there's 6 more.
Yeah, and then, so he was probably trying to find stuff to like get me, so once he had enough things, I could choose my new form. And we could fight back, but once again, I think he was waiting to do it all at once, because he also knew that's, once I do it again, that Mr. Yellow would know that I'm not fully dead. So I think that's what it is. So probably he had, those things that you found in the glove box that we still have are probably weird supernatural stuff. Something that, Zane thought would help me in the fight.
So we should get them all and like when we're ready and we've trained and we're ready to battle Mr. Yellow, then we give them all to you and summon him and kill him together.
I mean, I don't know if he like had like as much of like an anime cartoon.
I have a gun and a lighter.
Don't put a gun in me. I don't want to be part gun.
Okay.
Or the lighter. I think.
No,
it's fine.
I was gonna like that's what I'll bring to the battle.
You also have
I know,
a murderous spirit inside you that is a lot more powerful than the gun and the lighter.
He's being a little bit too murderous right now.
He loves to murder. Apex is they are. I mean, that's the name literally.
And my trowel. Oh, sorry, I thought.
Ron, you're real late on that one.
Well, I thought it took me a minute. I didn't remember the quote.
You were still trying to figure out. Marlon already solved the. You were still trying to noodle on it, weren't you?
I'm just making sure.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm just trying to say we have enough. I think that's what Zane was trying to do. I think Zane was going around because that's why he was probably following the trail, because he's trying to find different places that have stuff, things that he could merge with me. So like.
You think there's something buried in a grave here we need to rob?
Well, no, it's not that.
Katie Rogers' chicken recipe.
It's not that every place has like a set thing. I think he was just like going along the trail looking for stuff because, there's obviously supernatural things outside of the trail and there's places that aren't. But, this is a good way, if there's a spot on the trail that there's probably some, supernatural, extraterrestrial, paranormal stuff happening that he might be able to find. Also, he's not helpful like Ron, but he always wanted to try to, help people out in bad situations. And so I do think that's it. So I'm happy we kept the things, and I do think that's a good, plan.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I saw a cartoon one time where someone needed to get really strong, and so they gave him spinach. And would that happen if we gave you spinach?
I think not, no, because you're talking about the cartoon Popeye.
Yeah. Yuck.
Wait, you mean the live action musical starring Robin Williams?
No, that was a good adaptation. I will say that. No, but that cartoon or movie, like the spinach was just. I think that was just a weird gimmick to try to get kids to eat greens. I don't think. I think if you just
And it was.
if you just gave me spinach, I don't know what properties. I would take some properties from it, but like I don't think having extra like iron would necessarily help me.
No, because
Ron.
you're already made out of metal.
Ron.
You're a vehicle.
What if it made him part plant? Would you like that?
Ron,
Okay, you guys, this
Ron
is-
blushes a little bit, and then we cut
Come
to
on,
something else.
Let's get it together, you guys. This
Yeah.
is a serious conversation.
Okay, no spinach. I get it.
Cool. Well, I mean, I've already been on the lookout anyway for magical items and whatever because I'm always dealing it with Cobb.
Well, I mean, let's take a stroll around the cemetery while we're here. It seems it's nice enough, and I think the funeral seems to have died
I
down.
don't really want y'all to grave rob and put stuff in me either.
No, I didn't-
I want
I
to
just
be a
wanted
bit
to-
more selective. I will say
I like
this.
that.
I trust the items my husband found for my for my kinda. I don't want to just. I'm not mad about the worm. The worm was weird though.
Oh, okay. Well,
Like-
we weren't trying to feed it to you. We were just trying to store it. We didn't.
It
You
know.
were for
deliberate.
you kept trying to put stuff in my weird thing. I get that you didn't know, but like you were just. It doesn't matter.
We thought you were just a van then.
I get it, and I know you didn't know, and I'm not mad at you for
We
that, but
won't
I am
put
trying to
things
put a
in you.
clear banner right now. I don't want to just kind of, willy-nilly grab stuff and then, because
We won't.
I
I
can't-
was just asking if it's a cemetery and we were led here by the trail.
well, no, once again, it's not that I don't think that there's we're not on some magical quest where every town has a set item for me.
Yeah, this is real life, not
And
a...
Yeah,
also,
this is-
spinach is not true because it's real life.
I feel like I go in circles here. I just would like to be a bit selective because all the things that I form with influence and change me, and that is a big decision. And once again, I trust Zane because he knew me for a long time, but I will be becoming a new version of myself after the full Akinda, and so I don't necessarily want part of those things to be robbed from graves.
Will you?
Necessarily.
When you change, will you still be our friend?
Yeah, I'm still me. I
Okay.
still have all the. It's just a new, more physical form of that. I won't be. I don't know. I might still be. I'm not. It's. So you have a little control. You have a little. It's still. But I'm more than likely, and hopefully, won't be a van or a vehicle anymore. I would like to, be more of kind of
A shoe shopper.
Yeah, I do missing legs. Honestly, I do miss legs a little bit. But there's a lot of different versions I can be. But also, I'm not a different person when I do I'm still me. I'm still the same me that I've always been. It's just that the outside's a little different.
So you'll remember us.
Yeah, I'll still remember you. All the stuff I forgot is from whenever I was, pretty much dead or unconscious for the last few years. I don't remember any of that because I wasn't actively
Right.
conscious to have
Hibernating.
memories. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cut to a montage where we just go on a shopping spree in the cemetery and ignore everything he said about putting.
No, I
things in.
don't. I didn't want to.
I'm
want a
joking.
grave. It was logically, if you're playing a video game, you're like, go to the cemetery, look for a magical item. I look around the gift shop, and then we can just wander the different graves.
Is there a gift shop in Oakland Cemetery?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a trailer at the front of it. It used to be in the
That's so
middle
weird.
of it.
Because they're building a new visitor center.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just stuff in there. I don't know.
There's postcards and books and buttons and stickers and.
Have your picture taken
If
with
you were
a dead
dead,
person.
you lived here. You would live here.
Then we just walk around the cemetery. They got rid of the racist lion. They used to have a cartoon Confederate lion there they got rid of.
It was animatronic and said
Yeah.
slurs.
No, it wasn't.
Back in my day. Every time it says a slur, though, it just goes rawr. But you know what it meant.
And it's just like a new audio
Yeah.
file. Rawr.
We get to Kenny Rogers' grave.
Yeah, it's big and opulent.
Black marble.
May the circle be unbroken.
Amen.
Is it a solid slab of marble that makes the circle, or is it broken?
It is, well, that would be ironic. It is several different pieces of marble based on the images that I was able to pull together.
We
and having
saw
been
it.
there.
We saw it.
Yeah. And I remember it. Do you remember do you remember the seams in the marble personally?
Yeah, I figured that it wasn't just like one piece of marble
It'd be
carved.
crazy if it was.
But I think like the images I pulled together, it was like we were physically there.
Yeah, I know. I just go and I looked it up this morning to make sure I had this image in my mind. It is.
There was a rose on it
hideous.
when we went to it.
Yeah, I mean, y'all don't like you just are going around. It's still just a cemetery. There's nothing.
Just see if we see anything weird.
I want to pick a couple flowers and put them after the funeral procession is over on the graves of Joel and Shelby and say, sorry, we crashed your funeral.
Yeah. I mean, no one says anything because they're dead.
You don't come out and say, got him?
No, that's not me. That's a different Joel. I'm dead in this world.
It is, in fact, separate pieces of marble.
Yeah.
So it will break.
Both of their graves do say, and this is a joke specifically for Shelby and Kevin because we never released
God,
this
I hope they're
episode of
listening to
Jingles
this
Jangle.
episode.
Both of their tombstones said, I can't stop thinking about the backwards hat.
Words to live by.
Mm-hmm. That'll make sense whenever we play whatever episode your friend was on that he said I was an unhinged person.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, you walk. I mean, you don't really. I mean, it's just the same. Like
It's so pretty.
There's weird. It's so weird. They have a fucking gift shop. There's like gift shop stuff, but like it's not because this one, the gift shop of here, isn't run by Tiberius Sugarfoot. It's run by someone else. Tiberius Sugarfoot's more of like a worker in the graveyard itself, and he's there if you want to talk to him anymore.
I'm good.
He can smell that we don't.
If Ria's Bluebird is open, we could go there or 6 Feet Under to get food near the
Oh, it's not
cemetery.
because it's like
Again.
those are both. Ria Bluebird's
Morning.
for sure not open because you
What
guys.
time is it now?
I mean, this is probably closer to nighttime because y'all. Yeah, it's probably getting a little darker.
We do go to
Like
Ria's
evening.
grave though. It's in the cemetery. She got it. Yeah, they got to.
Nice.
They got to donate to
Someone
Spada.
has left the biscuit on the.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Tell them you visit my grave for 10% off.
Don't say that to
Ria's
them.
Bluebird
They
is
what
will.
good.
if that was on her tombstone though?
Coupons. Little
It just
coupon
says
dispenser.
come across the street, eat some food with me.
Use promo code Dead
Yeah.
for Years.
Yeah. Where are you going to next?
Let's find a hotel. Not Airbnb. I forget what it was.
Not hotels. Not hotels is what we rented from.
Let's just find a Holiday Inn. Probably around this area of the city, and then if y'all want to go to Midtown, Marlon will probably stay near
I'm
the
not going to
hotel.
go to Midtown in my first night in Atlanta by myself.
You could go with Ron.
I don't know what's there.
Well, that's why we have to go.
It sounded scary. Marlon said we might get killed.
No, I
Marlon
said
said-
I might get killed. Midtown's very safe. It's fine.
Yeah,
Well,
y'all-
That's
then
how all
why
my
don't you
exes
wanna
are there.
go?
All my exes are there.
How is that possible that an entire city is just full of your exes in one spot?
Because I was very busy for a couple of years.
Yeah, y'all go. Y'all go. Just check in like a little Holiday Inn, or just find a little hotel in the downtown area, which isn't too far away. As you're checking in, you're checking with the front person at the front counter, and Marlon, you see a man come out who's like carrying some towels and then drops it and goes, "Tom waits."
Where?
It takes every bone in my body to not look at him. I pretend I don't hear it.
Oddity Roadshow is an actual play podcast using the Monster of the Week system.
I'm Paul Byron, and I played Ron the Chosen.
I'm Allison Maier, and I played Jamie the Monstrous.
I'm Shannon Strucci, and I played Marlon the Crooked.
And I've been your GM, Joel Ruiz. Music by People Need Goals, Zach Nichols, and Sarashu, with character art by Christine Marina and episode art by Sarah Gobble. For additional information, please visit our website at oddityroadshow.com. And thank you so much for listening to episode 34. We're not just human. I do also want to thank everyone for sticking with us during the break. I know we took a little time off for the telethon and then some more time off because Allison got married. It was a lovely wedding. So yeah, it was great. And once again, just appreciate y'all understanding that real life happens. Telethon also went great. We're going to be putting everything up that happened there. Do make sure to go check out the Astonishing Adventures of the SS Batship, which is up and live right now. You can go check it out. You actually, the last feed drop was a Batship episode, so go check that out. But enough about the Telethon and Batship, because we're getting back on course. And things that we're getting back on course with, telling you about the post show every week. That's right. We always do the Oddity post show. Comes out in the off weeks. You've heard me talk about it, and you've heard clips like this one.
Look, whenever you said serial killers, I waved, smiled real big at the camera.
He did. When we're talking about like
That's gonna be unassuming
white man being serial killers, Paul gladly said, hello, this is,
It's who
But-
you'd expect. It's guys like, I'm sorry, I'm not, but yeah, it's demographically.
You're not sorry for all the murders you did?
No, they were fun.
Yeah, got him.
Oh no!
This is not going to age well when Paul gets convicted.
See, isn't that a great clip? Go check that out. We got a lot of great stuff for patrons. You get a lot of stuff from the Do You Validate Patreon. And, we got associate producers, we got executive producers, we got Tenor Light level members. And we're going to talk about them right now. And I want to give a special thank you to our executive producer, Andrew Harper, and our 2 associate producers, Luke, Holt, and Birras. And this week, we're going to give a shout out to Carrie. That is right. Carrie, you're very fun. I believe you found the show. And then we're very surprised that your friend Evan came on it later. So that's actually, it was very fun to see that you found out about the show and didn't even realize that everything, was weirdly connected. So Carrie, thank you so much. It's been very fun chatting with you in the Discord. It's always very cool to get to see people finding the show for the first time, and thank you for being a Turner Light level patron. I know we haven't put out some episodes in a while, and it's very nice to still see people supporting us as a show and a network, because that's what we are here, everybody. We're one man with ADHD that's overly ambitious and doesn't like to sit still. And he started so many podcasts that technically he has a podcast network now. No one's ever done this before. I'm the first one. And Carrie, thanks for supporting that. We're very excited to be back. This is a very fun arc. It ties up some loose ends, so to speak. And y'all are really gonna enjoy it. So just make sure to stay tuned. We got a bunch of cool stuff. Once again, check out Bad Ship. We'll be dropping Rift Tank, and we'll be dropping Jingle Jangle soon. We're staggering the releases of those due to me realizing I was overly ambitious trying to release 3 new shows all at once. But they'll all come out. Don't worry. Also, a special thank you to Kevin Moore for the use of his voice in the cold open. I don't want to waste a lot of your time. I know you guys have been waiting for this. But yeah, you know all the stuff. Go check out Patreon. X is dying. I'm trying to hire a marketing and social media person, so we'll be more active on socials. I hate social media. I like content creating. I don't like finding people or telling people about us. And that's part of the thing that we did for the telethon, was to help just get a little extra funds to focus on that. So thank you everyone that donated telethon, that watched, tuned in, anything like that. We'll be sending out badges and things like that to people, the pins that people got. Later this month, we're just trying to get caught up on everything. And I really appreciate all the support we've gotten. And once again, thank you for sticking with us. Make sure to come back in 2 weeks for episode 35, Hoof Hands. And we'll see y'all in 2 weeks. And I promise we're going to be back on the normal release schedule. Thanks so much. No, you don't understand. I didn't shit myself. I fell in mud. The camera person wasn't watching, but I didn't. No, God damn it. No, you can't air this. You know what? I'm gonna call my friends at the FBI. Yeah, you can't do anything about that. I'll fucking kill you. Don't record me when I say that. You piece, I swear to you fucking hell blocker piece of shit. I hope you get fucking eaten by a Wendigo.
This show is part of the Do You Validate network.